How narcissistic people play the martyr to make themselves look good while gaining sympathetic attention. When it comes to narcissistic people, they are characterised with traits, personality traits, such as that self-importance, the excessive need for admiration, and the entitlement to be able to have everything their own way, and their lack of empathy to care for others. And there's lots of different games they play to play the martyr, to get that attention and validation and approval that they're important and they're better than all others. And they play the martyr in doing this. And one of the first things is they exaggerate any and all sacrifices that they make. Now, when it comes to a narcissistic person, it's never a sacrifice. Every action is a transaction. They only do things for others if it's going to benefit themselves, if it's going to make them look good, if it's going to lull people into a false sense of security, if it's going to gain somebody's admiration, if it's going to gain somebody's trust. Narcissistic people will skillfully exaggerate what they've done for others, what they've given up for others, to paint themselves as the selfless helper, to gain that admiration and validation from those around them. They will purposefully find a way to sacrifice themselves to help another, purposefully engaging in seemingly self-sacrificing acts of helpfulness in front of other people. They will rarely to never do this when other people aren't watching them, only if they are aware that other people will in some way find out. They will frequently vocalize all that they've done for others, all that they've given up for others, in order to make themselves look good while playing the victim of everything they've had to sacrifice for the benefit of those around them. You'll notice a lot of this with narcissistic parents who will use their parental responsibilities against their children to play the victim. Now, yes, parenting can be challenging, to say the least. Narcissistic people are often very neglectful parents and complain about everything they've had to give up for their child, while boasting and exaggerating about things they haven't even done for their child. They will go all out to play the victim in all the suffering of the things that they've had to given up for the sake of others. I would have gone and done this, but I had to do that for so-and-so. They will go on and on about how they've done things for other people to the detriment of themselves. Now, with a narcissistic person, they tend to set the environment, so they will go all out when it comes to those close to them, their partners, for example, to discredit their partners, to criticise, to judge, to mock, to cause them undue stress, to cause them unnecessary trauma. And when their partners are down and out, they will be there lifting their partners up, taking them to the doctors. Yet they'll be complaining to everybody else about just how depressed and useless their partner is, and everything they're doing to try and help their partner, that they are actually sinking. They distort reality, they gaslight reality, they twist the truth, they exaggerate, they lie, they tell half-truths to manipulate people's beliefs into believing they are someone they're not, into believing they have done something for another person that they haven't even done for another person. They're always looking to paint themselves out as the bigger person, as the better person, in order to gain that admiration, to gain that validation, to get people to say to them things like, wow, I can't believe you were kind enough to do that. Wow, I can't believe you have all the time to do that. Genuine people tend to just get on with it. Narcissistic people need that attention, they need that validation, they're craving it from those around them. It's fuel to supply their ego, to keep them going, which gives them the strong desire to do it all the more. A narcissistic person will happily go out to help and support at a charity in order to look good, because they're giving to the community, they're providing a service to the community. Yet behind that charity's back, they're taking things from the charity. People donate clothes and food to support the charity, and the narcissist, who's pretending to be oh so helpful to gain the admiration of just how much they're doing, is taking that food and taking them those clothes for themselves, even though they don't actually need them. Narcissistic people play the martyr to manipulate and to control the narrative that they're selling to those around them. They want to maintain their self-serving image, the illusion to other people. They want to gain the admiration and gain the sympathetic attention. They want to gain the support of enablers who, because the narcissist is seemingly doing so much for somebody, enablers can't always recognize the toxic in them. Victims can't recognize the toxic in them. And when the narcissist does display their toxic side, we often doubt our perception of that person. We often start to think, well, they are doing a lot, well, they are putting up with a lot, well, they do this for so-and-so, well, they are incredibly kind and helpful, so surely they can't really be like that. And we tend to look for the good in those who continue to show us their bad while claiming that they are good. So narcissistic people play the martyr to sell people an illusion of what they want people to perceive themselves to be, while they hide who they truly are and their true intentions from those around them, making it very difficult to call them out on their behaviour. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books on Amazon, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you cannot go no contact. I shall link those into the description also if you'd like to check those out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.